Welcome to the LAN Party.
Hi.
I accidentally took Tyler's bit because I forgot he was here for like 3 seconds.
Hello. Welcome to the LAN Party Podcast. As per the usual,
7 minutes.
I'm here. Today is Tuesday, if you didn't know.
It is.
4:38.
Happy early Thanksgiving to anybody listening. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving.
What? It's Thursday.
Tomorrow is not Thanksgiving. I'm sorry. I thought today was Wednesday.
Tomorrow is Thanksgiving's Eve.
That's right. Sick elevator music. Thank you. We do have Tyler on chat review, I think.
Yeah, I'll be catching anything.
Is it working?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Catch
So
anything he doesn't catch.
yeah, I'm going to try and keep up with everybody's chat, but just in the event that I don't, Tyler is able to keep an eye on things from his phone. So, and this is for all chats.
Cellular device.
So any of y'all listening on Twitch and Mixer and YouTube, we can monitor all your chat right from Tyler's phone.
Hooray!
So, first and foremost, around the room, we don't have Nick today, but we do have Nate. He's reading the Fallout 76 Bible. Tyler's sitting in his usual spot, and I am here, obviously.
Where was Nick?
I have no idea.
No idea.
No.
Probably playing 76 or something.
To be honest, he might be busy.
Fair enough. It's almost like he has a life or something.
Almost.
Hi, by the way. I didn't want to interrupt.
No, you're good. You can just be like, hey, Black Rose says in Twitch chat, hi, Tyler. So as you guys have noticed, we've been streaming a lot of Fallout 76. Several, like, multi-hour marathon streams. So I feel like I've probably already sank a good 30 hours or so into the game. Easy. So I kind of want to open up today kind of talking about 76 and my thoughts. I'm sure Nate's got some thoughts on it. First and foremost, the stash limit, we complained about it before. It's really starting to be a bottleneck for the game. Like I have almost no weapons in my stash, Tyler. I have a revolutionary sword and a laser rifle.
Wow.
That's about it as far as weapons are concerned.
Good job.
And then I only have one power armor chassis in there, which weighs 10 pounds. Actually, I might have 2. And a couple pieces of like outfit attire that weigh like 2 or 3 pounds each, tops. The rest of it is junk.
Nice.
I have almost 400 pounds of junk.
It sounds like you need to start using that junk.
I do. So it's definitely starting to be a little restrictive as far as being able to keep stuff and being able to store stuff. Nate's been running into it a lot, especially. He's pretty much running around with one gun and a knife, and the rest of his stash is junk.
Sounds fun.
Do you have the bandolier perk, Nate? The one that reduces your ammo weights?
No.
Get that, and here is why. I just cleared out 40 pounds of ammo out of my stash, and it added like 10 pounds to me. Also, get the batteries included perk that reduces energy ammo weight, because especially if you plan on using your power armor at all, your fusion cores will weigh 0.3 pounds instead of 3 pounds.
It's beautiful.
So, just a little bit of... There's the geese.
It's a lot of geese.
Just a little handy-dandy tip. Also, I'm sure I've told you this, but make sure when you store power armor, it is on a chassis and stored, not loose. Because if you put power armor on a chassis and then store the chassis, it only weighs 10 pounds. If you put the chassis in storage and then put your power armor pieces in storage, it's the chassis plus all the pieces.
Yikes. That's a lot of stuff.
Considering most pieces of power armor weigh at least 10 pounds, usually in the ballpark of 13 to 20 or 15 to 25, it's
a lot of weight.
Definitely a lot of weight. That might be Nick that just came in.
Heard Nick coming in.
Yeah.
Man, look who's late today.
Fuck you, I fell asleep.
I mean, it's better than being... How late were you last week? Remind me, Tyler. I want to...
Listen, this is
I want to say it was the ballpark... The ballpark 20 minutes... Ballpark?
Well, hey, I was fashionably late.
Oh, you got that menu.
Were you?
Yes.
I don't know that I would consider that fashionable.
It was pretty fashionable to me.
Also, I'm not entirely sure how this manual thing is going to work, but I might be able to give you all access to it online. Like the digital version, like you'd be able to pull it up on your cell phone or something.
I thought you meant like physical access. I was like, damn, I mean, you live in the same neighborhood, so...
Well, I want it like here, but that came with, because I got the collector's edition hardback. It came with a code to register online that gives me digital access. So the whole manual is also online, and it will be updated with like any DLCs and updates and stuff, like my Fallout 4 manual was. So I have that registered on my account, and I think if I give them access to my account, they should be able to just queue up the manual whenever they want it. And it's not like my password, because Prima Games is one of those websites where it's like, you need to have a capital, a lowercase, a number, and a special character. So all of my passwords were out the window. Because I have no passwords that have a capital, a lowercase, a special character, and a number. Yeah, just be gentle with that map, like I was telling Nate, because it's that really kind of flimsy paper.
Yeah, it is.
It's like well made and it looks good, but if it's unfolded and folded enough, it'll start to wear out in the creases. I wanted to get it framed, but it's two-sided.
It's two-sided?
Yes.
Oh. Yeah. I saw a new creature last night.
Which one?
The Flatwoods Monster.
Yeah, that's the one I was telling Nate about.
Yeah. I tried to take a screenshot of it and post it, but
It looks like an alien, but it's floaty.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Speaking of aliens, they're in this game.
Oh, is the other Blaster in this game?
Yes.
Oh, no, okay, I'm not surprised.
It's in that book.
Black Rose says we should stream Minecraft.
We should stream Minecraft and
They can. I don't have it.
stream Minecraft. I mean, we don't play it very often. When we do play it, I've considered streaming it. The reason I haven't is because we really don't... When we play Minecraft, we don't play survival. It
Yeah,
is.
mostly you guys
We
are
play
building
God.
Mostly you guys are building stuff.
Yeah, I mean that's most of what it is, because we have this idea that will never reach fruition, ever.
You're basically trying to build a full goddamn game in Minecraft.
Exactly. That's exactly what we're trying to do. So most of what we like build and play in Minecraft isn't like, there's no structure. It's just us, and oftentimes like oftentimes there's 5 to 10 minutes of dead air. Like we're just not talking. Like we're just in our own world doing our own thing, and then one of us will be like, "Hey, what's progress? How's progress coming along?" And Nate'll be like, "Oh yeah, it's good. Okay, cool. Back to doing our own thing." Like,
So Nate, that cathedral, by the way, is that done yet? It doesn't look
No.
done. That face though. Oh man.
fun fact though about Minecraft, and the reason that got such a rise out of Nate is really not a fan of people telling him that an unfinished project is not finished. So when you go and like, he's building this massive ass cathedral on the server that we've set up, and
Rose, you'll definitely love to see Nate's architecture style. He does. I really like the stuff he builds.
he does. It does really. I mean, I could throw it up on the screen.
Please
Yeah,
don't
some
throw
of
up on the screen.
Blah! Blah!
I might throw up too.
It'll be a Sea of Thieves. It'll just be a Sea of Thieves reaction where one person vomits and then everybody else vomits. You know, they shared a tweet that somebody posted a clip of their stream the other night where they had 4 people standing in a line, and one of them vomited on the guy in the back, and he vomited on the guy in front of him, and it was just a vomit chain. And the one dude that initiated it went into the front with a bucket, and when the dude in the front vomited, he grabbed it in the bucket and splashed it on the dude in the back, so it was just a vicious cycle.
Oh god.
It was priceless.
And they say that game has no content.
It's like, what do you do? Oh, we start vomit chains.
We start vomit trains in Sea of Thieves.
But I can pull up the Minecraft server, provided I don't have to do any sort of IP updates and stuff like that. That's one problem that we have with it too, is it's very unpredictable. And also, we mod the living hell out of it, so oftentimes it doesn't work right. But yeah, Nate's architecture style is really nice in that game. And he won't agree. Like, Nate, what do you think of your architecture style?
It's alright.
And that's not him just doing that to agree with me. Like,
That's his legitimate opinion.
he will ask us our opinions. We'll be like, "Oh, dude, that looks freaking sweet." And he's like, "Really? I just think it looks a little eh." Like, I'm not a fan. What the fuck is that noise?
I think my wire is a little loose.
You're a little loose.
I mean, probably.
I realized after I said that.
Yeah, what exactly were you talking about?
Well, I thought you were
there?
going for like, my head's not on right, you know?
Yes,
Like not
that's
screwed in all the
what
way.
that's what I meant.
Yes, we'll go PG that way.
That's exactly what I meant.
Yes, this is a PG show. So keep your fucking minds out of the gutter,
Whoa.
children.
Tyler, watch the
Jesus
fucking language. We
freaking
established that this is a
goddamn
goddamn
Christ.
PG show.
Jeez, I'm fucking sorry.
Oh man. I have to find Minecraft.
Somewhere.
It's hiding somewhere. I'm actually surprised it didn't make me update my IP. It almost always does.
There's a blunderbuss?
Yes, I forgot to mention there's a black powder blunderbuss.
That's freaking crazy.
Can you imagine that?
Fucking sick,
It
bro.
should one-shot almost anything.
At close range, dude, that would be the perfect sneak attack weapon for you, because you just get up behind it and it does like 400 damage.
The dragon? That's awesome.
Yeah, that's the one that's got 4 barrels.
Does it fire all 4 at once, or is it...
I'm pretty sure it's all 4 at once.
Okay.
Based off the way the guide talks about it.
Shoulder. That would hurt.
Yeah, could you imagine 5 50 caliber balls exiting a barrel, or 4 exiting a barrel, all against your shoulder?
Yeah, that would be.
I have one of those.
It'd be a little rough.
Yeah, I found one, but I didn't keep it.
Also, there is a mod for the black powder rifle. Bayonet. That is the only mod, but that is a mod that you can put on it.
You know what we
I'm
should
not
do?
surprised.
We should do like Civil War reenactments.
There's
like
a
revolutionary swords.
You joke, but there's a Civil War outfit and there's a revolutionary sword.
Oh my god!
Let's say it's like, 1, I'm wearing the outfit. 2, I use black powder rifle regularly.
I do too. It's fucking awesome.
So you just see me in a, basically a black. It's not a trench coat, but a black pea coat
Mm-hmm.
and a musket.
Oh no. Oh no. It signed me out.
What, do you not remember your password?
No.
Oh god.
And I went through this. It literally took me 4 days the last time it signed me out to remember what password it was.
Sorry to hear that, Black Rose. Seems very unfortunate.
Nate had braces. He can attest to all that stuff.
I talked my orthodontist out of giving me braces, so now I have a little crooked teeth, but my mouth doesn't hurt all the time.
I'm literally trying every password I know.
It's gonna lock you out.
No, I don't think Minecraft is. Oh, I got it.
Hey.
I will bring this up on the other screen. That guide is awesome though. And like I said, I'm going to try and figure out, I'm going to give you all the logins so that you all can pull it up on your phone and look it up from there. But they tell you everything, like places that have good scrap, like good locations to find scrap and stuff like that. It also gives you a profile on every creature in the game, their weaknesses and their strengths. And obviously all the weapons and their weaknesses and strengths.
My argument was I play trumpet, and I didn't want to suck ass at it for forever trying to relearn how to play it with braces on. And I just basically told him no.
You need braces. You need braces. No.
Pretty much. It's like, nah, not doing it.
Okay.
I mean, what's he gonna do there? What's he gonna do, huh? I'm not paying for it, so you can go and fuck yourself. Hey, Austin.
What?
It's not on the right screen.
I know it's not. Also, that screen was blank for a second. I apologize.
Your face was blank for.
Ha! Ha! Well, I guess you're gonna have to play it in windowed.
That's gross, Tyler. Don't. That makes me want to vomit.
Okay, fine. I mean, it's not like you're just doing a little demonstration.
Also,
you don't have the old server anymore.
What?
So you don't have the old server.
I do.
Do you? Oh, you do.
I kept it.
Well, you don't have to play against your lips with that instrument, so it shouldn't be too bad. I don't think. I don't know. I don't play clarinet.
Yeah, braces doesn't really affect clarinet playing.
Why
Nick
is
should know. He used to play clarinet.
Nick, did you know that they showed the?
Hey, there's
it's
something
like
weird.
48
Hey,
minutes
do you have
of
your controller
Cyberpunk
plugged in?
gameplay.
it's not on?
A new one?
Yeah, the new Cyberpunk game. That
Yeah.
showed like 40 minutes.
It's
of gameplay.
weird.
I mean,
I wonder if it does it on this screen.
Did you ever see the first one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No.
I had no idea. Nobody even told me.
Yeah. I told you this a while ago when it came out. It's like, yeah, they showed 50 minutes of gameplay.
Okay, so you're just gonna have to ignore the constant.
The constant panning up. Hey, it can be cinematic. So this is the cathedral that we were speaking about just a second ago.
The front of it, anyways.
Yeah, that's
Why
all
is
that's
your
done.
screen- Why is it doing that?
I don't know.
Do you have a controller plug?
No. It doesn't do it when I put it on my 4K screen.
Weird.
What was I doing? Oh yeah. Go ahead and set it to daytime.
You can set the weather to clear too.
How does
Good call.
the colors really stand out in your texture pack?
Yes, they do.
Yeah, there it is.
So this was an inn, if I'm not mistaken, that you were toying around with.
Tavern.
A tavern.
I feel like I
yes.
have to keep scrolling down on my phone because I'm looking at your screen and I think it's my phone like automatically scrolling.
Yeah.
Wow. I forgot the water actually looks really nice on this texture pack.
Well, I have shaders installed, so the texture pack really doesn't affect the water, but the shaders are what's doing that. And then this was just like a little cottage you were building, right? Like a house, or was this?
Yeah, it's just a house design.
This is the first time we've publicly showed the server, isn't it?
No.
No.
First off, the original server
yeah,
was
it's on-
publicly shown on my YouTube channel,
It's
but
on
it's
YouTube.
since been vastly changed.
There's a wall.
Yeah, so this is, I mean, ultimately, this is how our building goes. We'll build a bunch of pieces, and then when we have a bunch of pieces that we like, we go, okay, let's make a full structure. I really, really wish that I could get rid of this camera thing.
It's a little funky.
It's very disorienting. None of us built this. The AI are building this. It's a blueprint that we have. But the lighting, I will say, this texture pack really does lighting well.
You know, I never did our old server. It still has my old ship designs. I never made the new ship design on any of the servers. You've seen the new ship design that I have,
No.
right? I'm pretty sure I showed you.
Mm-mm.
Well, let's just say it's very impressive, but it takes forever and it's super complicated.
So everything else you do.
It's even more complicated. It takes even longer. That's why I haven't built it yet.
My biggest thing I like about this texture pack, though, look at the water. Like the lights reflecting off the water on the fort wall over there
Gay.
with the shaders.
Looks gay.
Gay.
I am literally fighting my camera right now. But yeah,
Not ignoring it all.
I mean, I've contemplated streaming Minecraft. We don't play it very often. And it just kind of happens on a whim when we do. So, I don't know, maybe. It's possible. Like I said, it's not that I don't want to stream it. We don't play it very often. So, yeah, that was the building style.
We had some YouTube videos going for a while.
We did.
Minecraft
I
server.
always talked about wanting to have you, like, build stuff and then walk people through how to build it. There was
I don't
one,
even know how I built some of the stuff I built.
like,
I just kind of start placing things like, oh hey, maybe I can do this.
well, and then you could explain, like, you can take a plain building that, say, I made and embellish it and explain why you did what you did. Like, I used this brick type and this shape because it creates this kind of whatever. You know, just something simple like that. But we did do Minecraft videos a long, long time ago on YouTube. But it was mostly survival stuff. It wasn't anything creative. You look like you have something to say.
Black Rose says thanks.
Oh, you're welcome. I mean, I didn't build any of that. I built the giant-ass basic-looking dock next to the ship. That's all I built. Nate built the rest of it, with the exception of the ship.
Except there was absolutely nothing that you showed them that was finished.
Yeah, no, nothing. That's
it's all
our
bits and pieces.
that's our newest build, though. So, I mean, naturally, it's not going to be done. I don't know that I can even load up the old one. It may not.
If you want to see the old one, you'll have to check his YouTube.
Probably. I mean, I might be able to. Let me see what it says. It's not the server that I don't think will work. It's my game.
Outdated.
Mm-hmm. Because I can't run it with Oh, you know what? No, because I have to reinstall all those mods too. Yeah, maybe another time. That server is. I mean, most of it's on my YouTube channel somewhere. Like I did a little short series where I gave a tour of all the places pretty recently, like a year ago. I posted it, so not much has changed really since I posted that. There was a tour a long time ago. That's the one I was originally thinking of, but there is a more recent updated tour that's got some of the newer regions and stuff like that. Why do you look confused?
I feel like we've made some major changes in the past year, or maybe I'm just thinking of something else.
We added the snowy area. We built a town in there because you wanted to experiment with building high roofs.
Yeah, tall, pointy, high angle roofs.
Yeah. I don't think we've changed a whole hell of a lot though since that video series went live. But I mean, it's not. Yeah, it's possible that we can stream it in the future. I just there's not a lot of stuff right there yet, and I don't know. The original idea was that we would build the server, and then once it was built, we've got mods that allow us to write quest types and dialogues and, you know, all these windows and create unique items as rewards and a whole RPG element.
Yeah, it was basically, like, from the structure of it, it basically would have run like an old school kind of MMO.
Yeah.
Kind of like RuneScape, early days of RuneScape, if you think about it.
Except probably not as professionally done. Like in my head, I would I would have plots of land that players could buy and build their own structures, you know, and then
be national law, no blocks or no square houses.
Yeah, Nate would be the building inspector, and it's like when you finish your building, you have to register it at the building, like the registration building, and
yeah, you have to take a
every time
and submit it.
Every time a building's registered, Nate walks down the road and he's just like,
"No, too square.
It's too square. You gotta tear it all down, start over. I don't have the kind of resources. Well, I don't have the kind of eyeballs that appreciate cubes. But this whole game's cubes."
Black Rose-esque question.
Would you be opposed to me friending you on Xbox? I mean, no, I wouldn't be opposed. I think my gamer tag's pretty obvious. It's been visible in a bunch of streams. It's less Paul Obsessor. But yeah, Nate's the building inspector. Walks down the streets. It's like, tear that one down, tear that one down, tear that one down.
Add some better windows to that one.
Put some different windows on it, and I'll let that one stay. Yeah, he would be strict. I'm pretty sure he's completely changed your house on the old server.
Probably. It was just a box with windows on it.
You used to have a snow golem inside, and I think it died.
Yeah, I think so too. I think somebody killed it.
Because every time you would go in there would just be snow all over the floor, and it's in the middle of a plains biome, and there's just snow all over Tyler's floor. I think he didn't do much, actually. I think, if I'm not mistaken, you just put a roof on it. Maybe. Because you literally had a stone brick box.
It was a bunker. It was an eyesore.
Especially where it was, because there was a lot nicer houses.
Yeah, all around it. And then there was just cube.
It was kind of like the blacksmith shop that you had on the administrator island. Or
yeah, Nate completely revamped that one.
I was flying past. I was like, wait a minute now. We got to do something with this.
Hold up.
It's funny. He started doing that, and then he looked at all the other houses on that building from back when we had first started building. He's like, I can't do this. And he started embellishing all the old houses. So the core of the house is still there, but like it's been embellished. It's been completely, the roof is much nicer. There's little, pillars that support the corners of the roof around the sides of the house. He used different block types. You almost couldn't tell that the original house is there.
It's pretty funny.
And then you went through, after building the first castle, you're like, nah, don't like it, and completely tore into it and built a whole new one.
Man, imagine if they did that in the Middle Ages. Like, a master architect finishes building this fucking castle for this guy. It took like 20 years, and he looks at it and he goes, I don't like it. The guy who lives in the castle, like the guy who commissioned the castle, is just like, are you fucking serious?
I feel bad for the workers.
Why? They still have a job. They're getting paid for it.
I mean, most of it is slave labor, isn't it?
No,
It's like-
not in the Middle Ages.
Could you imagine, though, he draws up new plans, because some of the stuff that Nate builds, it's really just making it look prettier. It's not really changing the core concept. And so he draws up these new plans, and he hands it to all the builders, and they're like,
So you want me to add 3 more blocks to this fucking thing? That's all you want me to fucking do?
it's like, yeah, you realize we're going to have to level the whole interior layout to do that. Uh-huh. It's like, but
And you see this arch right here? Yeah, I'm gonna need you to make that point here. It's like, you realize that is supporting the entire structure here. We'd have to remove the entire fucking thing to do that.
yeah, I know. Just do it. Well, it's even funnier, though, because like when we build in Space Engineers, he's equally as talented at building in Space Engineers as he is in Minecraft.
I strongly disagree with that.
Okay, maybe not equally as talented, but you started at a good level with Space Engineers because of everything you learned in Minecraft, and you've grown and gotten better in Space Engineers, and the more you do it, the better you get. But the problem with Space Engineers is, since you're building in space, when you're going to delete some of the stuff you want to get rid of, if you accidentally delete something that's holding it to the structure,
It just floats away.
it just floats away. And I can't tell you how many times I'll be building on the inside of the ship or something, and Nate'll be doing the exterior, and you'll hear it break, and then you'll hear something start either absolutely destroying the ship, or you just hear Nate go, "Oh fuck!" And I'll know exactly what happened if the ship just gets a gaping hole in the inside of it. But if that doesn't happen, I'll be like, you break something essential again? He's like, yeah, the engines are just floating into space right now.
Oops.
I can't tell you how many times we've absolutely destroyed ships because we put gravity generators inside of our motherships, because you need to be able to get on the mothership and walk around on the inside. And there's some places, because we have to use multiple gravity generators to cover the whole span of the ship. So there's usually a small overlap on the ship that's got like 2 or 3 Gs instead of 1. And that always happens to be the place that we break stuff. So you accidentally disconnect some overlying structure, and it shoots through the bottom of the ship.
Suddenly this 300-pound thing is falling at 600 pounds.
And you just see Nate, you just see one of us just standing there looking at the hole with our little blowtorch out, and then we look up at the other guys and look back down at the hole and just start blowtorching what's left.
You know, my favorite thing that I've built in that game is my forklift.
I know it is.
It's so practical.
It is, and it's great because you can actually use it on the ship. Like, we built forklifts, small, itty-bitty transport ships that you could build and use inside the mothership because we made modular ships. And so they had little landing gear pads on the front that you could push a button and activate, and you could grab the pieces of the modular ship and then fly them over to the modular ship and have the person latch them to the ship from inside the cockpit.
That's pretty great.
So we had one ship design that could mine, it could repair, it could scavenge and salvage different parts from rusted out and torn up ships. Like, it was one ship that did everything.
And you had to build a forklift to facilitate that stuff?
I wanted to make a robotic arm that I could grab it and then carry it to the ship and put it on, but I'm not that advanced yet.
I also don't know that Space Engineers could handle such a thing.
Well, yeah, the other problem is it's a moving ship, and with that many joints on something.
Yeah.
We already
Might
test
cause
that
a
game's physics engine.
Physics.
Like, we already push it to the limits, especially when landing these giant ass ships.
Landing in quotes.
That's putting it very gently. Usually, and we go through so much fuel when we land them too, because these ships weigh loads of tons. Like,
first planet we get to, it's like first side we get to, there's just craters and junk everywhere from attempted landings. Okay. It'd be like, it's not I remember it was like you're test landing one of the motherships. It's like you're going down. It's like it's not slowing down.
We're like, it's not slowing down. It's not slowing down. Guys, slow down. And whoever's driving it is like, no, it's fine. We just have to get a little closer, and then the hydrogen thrusters will kick in. Everybody's like, no, it's not going to stop. And then your game freezes before you even hit the ground. And you're like, and whoever's driving is like, yeah, it wasn't fine. And then you'll get a quarter of a frame, like a frame every 5 or 6 seconds of the ship
smashes and
gradually collides, and you don't even get explosions. You hear them, but you don't see them because the game can't load this massive structure colliding with this giant planet.
Yeah, because
I don't think those kinds of ships were designed to ever land on a planet. I think they were meant for. I think they were meant to stay in orbit and then send landers to the planet.
I mean, we figured that part out.
Well,
after
the
the
sad
third
thing
one
is, one of our ship concepts, the lander is the size of a mothership.
Yeah,
we're not good at building small ships.
That's our biggest problem. Is we're kind of like everything I want to make. I need to make it huge, but I can't because I start building it and we start losing frames.
I don't know what Candace is.
Yeah, I tried telling them, build a medium-sized lander. They come out with a fucking massive freighter. It's like, what's this?
Well, and then even though, okay, so we made a small lander, right? We not small, but medium-sized. Like, you could enter atmosphere and fly it to the Earth's surface without losing a million frames. But we can't land them. It's so hard to learn how to use Earth's gravity in conjunction with the thrusters. They don't work right. Understanding that game's thruster system is impossible. But we're currently, we have this really cool idea on the last build that we were making where, we built it in a frozen, biome with, a frozen lake and a bunch of mountains and ice and all that around us. And I essentially dug straight down into the ground 150, 200 feet. And put this giant fucking hangar flush with the ground up top. And it's got motion sensors on it. So when your ship gets close to it, the hangar will automatically start to open. And you can bring it down below. And then you can park it in the interior hangars. There's 4 hangars. As you go down, there's 4 hangars for some of the landers. And you can go further down.
Though.
I'll let Tyler read that one out loud.
No, I'm not going to, because it's not even clever.
If Tyler says it's not clever, there's something wrong.
I am an appreciator of shitty humor, but that's not even clever.
As I was saying,
it would have been better if you got me with Updog or some shit, but no, you didn't.
We did eventually get that one ship.
We did, except it was constantly overloaded on power.
Well, I mean, as long as it works.
Until it explodes.
Don't worry about that when
You're just flying around on the planet's surface, and then you just hear this really big, in the distance. What was that? The fusion reactor in the back of my ship exploded. Oh!
Did it? Okay.
Well, how'd you do that? Overloaded it.
I overloaded it by flying it.
I moved.
I pushed the throttle to 100% for 1 second.
Well, the problem is,
See, I turned it on.
On land, now we did find thrusters that are optimal for using on land, a mod that essentially, it's a vector mod, so it doesn't take as much power. But originally, when you had a ship, you had thrusters, obviously they have to go in every direction, but the thrusters that are pointing down are always working when you're on the Earth because they're fighting the Earth's gravity. So we found a mod that essentially they're like little flat discs that you can put underneath ships, and essentially it hovers them above the surface, kind of like a speeder in Star Wars or something, that allows you to navigate the Earth's surface without colliding with it.
Solid.
I am confused. The chat is starting World War III.
Hope so.
At
least something interesting will finally happen.
You know, that might be the first time we've talked about Sea of Thieves, or not Sea of Thieves, Space Engineers on the podcast.
I think we have a few times, just not as in depth. We might have mentioned it in like passing and stuff.
We have some hella cool ships, though.
Maybe you guys should stream Space Engineers. Fucking flying around.
You're funny.
Oh yeah, it doesn't fucking work. I forget.
No, it works. The game works, but streaming's not easy on a rig. Like, it pushes a rig. Now, granted, they did just go through and release a bunch of optimizations.
I feel like they made it worse. Because they improved the graphics.
Oh, boy.
No, that I know what update you're talking about. We really haven't played since that update came out. Just a couple weeks ago, they released a big patch, like multi-gigabyte patch that was just straight-up optimization.
Well, they released that one that improved the quality of stuff. And I went on and played, and I had some serious lag issues. Like, well, I guess I'm not playing now.
Yeah, they've since changed that. Like, that's those visual changes are there. Like, they still look good, but apparently they just completely overhauled the back-end code and the way the game handles things so it can be much more smooth.
Apparently we're going to talk about Space Engineers. That's what we're going to talk about.
Apparently we're going to talk about space. Yeah, Space Engineers, or if somebody mentions something in the chat that they've got a question about as far as anything we're talking about or something that we might be able to talk about, Tyler is monitoring our chat for that stuff.
Yeah,
so
we came from Minecraft to this, so I mean
that's a pretty...
It's an understandable leap of...
Because they play very similar.
Yeah, similar kind of game. Sandbox building game.
With cubes. Actually, Space Engineers is capable of spheres.
Yeah, and also rounded shapes and scalloped
and
things.
Planets.
Yes.
Love the voices, so I'm gonna stay. Well, thank you. I don't.
Solid.
Now everybody's gonna I can don't even. I know you're gonna be sitting there. Do you like this voice?
No, what about this voice?
See, we talk about
Let's
games
talk
on this
about
podcast.
Roblox? Oof. Sorry.
Roblox?
I don't think anybody here plays Roblox.
I don't. Yeah, I don't really play Roblox.
I feel like we've been hearing about Roblox a lot lately.
Yeah, but I don't get why. Like,
because it's a meme.
It's like 10 years old, isn't
It's a meme now.
It's an old game, dude.
Isn't it a meme?
We played that. Well, I didn't, but you played that game when I first when I first moved here. You were playing Roblox.
Like 3rd grade.
That was a long time ago.
On dial-up. I had to call the internet to play it.
I mean, yeah, that was.
I remember playing RuneScape on dial-up forever ago.
Go to my old Grammy's house, get on the computer,
Same.
call the internet, wait like an hour for it to.
God, that was
download.
back when we played outside.
Oh god!
Back when we used to ride bicycles and
Dude, we were
scooters through the
stupid
neighborhood.
kids. We were really stupid kids.
Were we? Why?
We were constantly trespassing onto construction site and stealing a bunch of nails to build our forts in the woods by your house.
Yeah,
you stole nails from construction sites.
Yeah.
that was a common thing. That
We got in trouble a lot.
Yeah, we did get in trouble quite a bit.
It got to the point where when they found rusty nails or nails that they didn't want to use, they would leave them in a box for us to take. They're like, you can take these, not these.
That's funny as fuck.
Outside, that does sound scary. It was very scary. I die a little inside when I step outside now. It's a little scary.
I've been doing work outside because that ice storm fucking tore up some trees.
There's people out there.
Man, we have like literally over 100 trees on our property, and almost all of them are damaged. So I'm cleaning up fucking limbs outside. Fun.
Nice.
Fun stuff.
At
least I get to play with saws and axes.
Yeah, but we get to play with computers.
At least you're doing stuff.
I get to play with
And?
myself.
What?
I'm getting paid for it too, which is nice.
Hey,
You could afford to put your mic a little bit more in front of your face, Nate.
Yeah. Don't eat it though.
Is that better?
I mean,
How did
yeah.
that sound?
I mean, it wasn't really that loud because
It wasn't
the
Just
Slammed it in my
because
face.
he had the wind guard on it, so that kind of absorbed the brunt of the force.
just a.
But
That was pretty funny.
no, we were not very good kids. We also used to build really shoddy ramps to jump our bikes off of,
Oh boy.
and they often were not very structurally sound.
No.
We did a lot of stupid things.
Yeah. Modified the little go-kart thing.
Mhm.
You went down the hill and broke your tooth.
Yep.
I thought it was face.
I mean, it screwed up my. It's funny you mentioned that. My chin is still swollen on one side. Like, it is permanently swollen on one side.
Got a permanent knot.
Yeah. And, like, the whole. I think that was left side of my. Or right side of my face was, like. Just the road tore into my face, and, like, I had this giant bruise on the side of my face. I was in a sling. I don't remember what I did, but I did something to my elbow, and my elbow was like purple and black. And
We figured it would make sense so that you could differentiate that different people are talking rather than hearing us all through mono.
yeah, except it glitches. This board is kind of silly.
Oh
and
yeah, is this the one that's like wham panned?
Yeah, I don't know what. Like, I'm coming through the middle, and I think Nick's coming through the middle.
Maybe.
Yep, Nick comes through the middle. Nate, say something.
Say something.
But Nate comes through,
He comes through the left, and
you come through the right. So I don't know why.
I don't get it. It should be. Oh, wow. That's weird.
Yeah, that is very weird.
Now
But
I feel lopsided.
We're touching buttons we haven't touched in forever.
Yeah, we're messing with the board. We haven't messed with it in forever. I thought we decided not to play with it once I finished playing with it.
yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why it does that. It didn't used to do that. Even on this board, we had it set up to where it didn't do that. And we have literally not touched it, but it's panning to the extremes again.
Is this like a recent thing?
No, a couple months.
Hello?
That was a friend edition on the Xbox app.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Early deals on Amazon devices.
Oh, boy. Oh, yay. Early deals. Oh. Have you guys already planned out your Christmas shopping?
No.
No.
Me either.
I don't know what I'm gonna get.
I mean, I had some plans, and then, shit happened.
Yeah.
I'm planning on buying a display shelf for all my Fallout stuff. And
We're
that's
talking
not
about buying things for ourselves for Christmas. Okay. I see.
That's just the angle Austin likes to take because, he doesn't like other people.
Well, no, I'm planning on renovating this room.
He just doesn't
so
like his family or his friends or anything, so he never talks about giving us stuff.
Nazy, I actually thought about getting my dad an Xbox.
That would be interesting.
or a computer.
He doesn't do computers well.
He can
I
play
want-
it with a controller.
Yeah.
But he has to operate everything else with the computer on a keyboard and mouse.
Yeah. I'd rather keep it simple.
Get him a Switch.
I think he wants to play adult games.
Switch
Well,
has some more adult games on it.
Some.
It's
It
not
has
really
Skyrim on it.
I wanted. He's played that. I really wanted to get him Fallout 4.
Yeah.
As far as I know, that's not on the Switch. Yep.
Yet.
Yeah.
Actually,
Might be. I don't know.
no, I don't think it is. I know Fallout Shelter is, but I don't think Fallout 4 is.
Yeah.
Plans on streaming anything tonight? I don't know. I work at 5 a.m. tomorrow, so we'll see.
Doom's on the Switch.
Doom's a good game.
Yeah.
And that's a pretty mature game.
Yeah, pretty, yeah.
But it's like
It's called Kill Shit the Game.
That is, yes.
I mean, just think about it. It's such a badass game, and Doom Guy hates demons so much he dies and goes to hell just to kill them again.
I didn't think of it that way. That's pretty.
It's pretty extreme.
But I do plan on renovating. So I was telling Tyler, the dresser is going to go over there by that bookshelf, and I'm going to move my guitars where the dresser is, and put a deep shelved, like 4 or 5 shelf unit next to my TV, so that I can put all my Fallout stuff. Because
he works retail.
When are you moving all that stuff?
I don't know.
I'll
I
be
mean,
busy. Just
Now I can move it all on my own. I spent like an hour cleaning that corner up yesterday and organizing it.
Oh, I forgot about this. I like this.
Thank you.
yeah.
God, those guitars take up so much space.
Those aren't the guitars. Those are the
Those are just
cases.
the cases.
Whoa.
The guitars
There are 2 guitars in the. There's a guitar in each case.
Yeah, you have to get a deep
The-
shelf for the power armor.
Helmet, yeah.
It's wide.
The guitars.
I still like my idea of just hanging it on the wall. That works really well, actually.
What I want to do is I'm gonna get like they make those little cell phone stands that you can like set your cell phone on to watch TVs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get one of those, and I'm gonna put the power armor helmet kind of on an angle on the shelf, and then on either side of it, I'm gonna have the steelbook cases that came with the game sitting on those little cell phone stands.
You're not wrong.
Fallout fanboy, I am definitely a Fallout fanboy, but I realize its flaws. Like, I'm not the Fallout fanboy that's gonna sit here and blindly go, "It's good. It's a good game.
Best game ever.
It's best game ever."
It just works.
Like, yeah, I'm not gonna.
It's like we're having fun, but we know there's stuff wrong.
Yeah.
It just
And
works.
we have been reporting it.
Yeah, it's just, yeah. I mean, you can't.
Can't get a perfect game.
No. Why do I have to work early on Thanksgiving Eve? Because we have a truck coming tomorrow morning, and they have the Black Friday sale set up that they have to do tomorrow night, and we have to do pricing, POG setup, all the
Pogs.
planograms, all the end cap resets are tomorrow. The monthly end cap resets are tomorrow,
But,
the day before the Black Friday sale. So you've got trucks, planograms, end caps, pricing, Black Friday sale setup, all of that on one day, and we're supposed to keep our payroll in like the same amount of time that it would take to unload the truck. Like, that's our payroll budget is truck, not all that other stuff.
Nice.
Good.
What were you saying?
I was also gonna say, most people work up until Thanksgiving, and if they have a good job, they usually get Thanksgiving and the day after off.
I get Thanksgiving off, but the
Or you
day
can work-
after,
Or you can work.
not
Thanksgiving.
retail.
Not retail, but
Not in retail, you don't.
Or you can work Thanksgiving, get that sweet triple time
it's
on
sweet,
top of the holiday pay.
sweet.
Getting that dough.
Yeah, but a lot of jobs don't offer that.
I work Black Friday, but I don't work in the morning on Black Friday. I work in the evening, so
I work
it's not
in the
too
morning.
bad. You probably
fun.
won't. Your part of your job won't really. You're not on the floor, are you?
Yeah, I have to be.
Oh, I thought you were back, like
There's-
receiving.
There's no back. There's no back in Home Depot.
See, if Nate were still in retail at Bass Pro, it wouldn't have affected him really that much.
I wasn't allowed out in the sales.
Yeah, he wasn't allowed on the sales floor.
They didn't want to.
weren't-
They
you
didn't
weren't
want us
allowed
showing
on
our
the sales
faces.
floor?
We're like the little trolls that work in the background.
Yeah.
You weren't allowed on the sales floor.
Can you not make awful and ugly noises with your microphone? You've already
That's
scared
totally
one
fine.
person.
Good.
I mean, I can hide outside if I have a truck to load, but other than that,
Yeah, no, I won't have to deal with much of the Black Friday stuff. But they feed us on Black Friday weekend, so.
But quick thing, real quick. I didn't know the train runs through our plant.
Oh yeah, there's a train that runs through your plant.
Yeah, I had no idea. I was just walking around. I was like, hey, those are train cars. Oh, there's There's the fucking train runs through the plant. I had no idea.
One of my friends
You know,
used
I'm
to
not
work.
surprised.
One of my friends used to work in a steel, not a mill, but might have been a mill, but they made or a metalworking factory and stuff, and they made hoods for Super Duties and stuff. And I think the train that runs through Ford runs through there because they ship off their hoods off that train. Which is
Wow.
funny.
BMP ID is, I think you mean BPM,
BPM.
What?
is 8,888.
There's also an extra E in that heart word.
We're being grammar Nazis now. Oh, so Nick, we found a cursed power armor frame in Fallout 76.
I was with you all when you found it.
Mm-mm.
Different
No, this is a different one. This happened today before the podcast. Nate was trying to build his excavator power armor, and he took all of his T-51 pieces off of his power armor frame so that he could build the excavator, and tried to get in it, and he got that glitch where he couldn't move. So he waited for it to get recalled, and then he put it back down, and he couldn't get in it, glitched, waited for it to be moved. And then he tried, and then he was able to get in it, and he put it on the power armor stand to work on it. And then the power armor stand glitched out. And so, for me, first off, you're supposed to stand behind the power armor when you work on it.
Mhm.
But he was standing in front of it, like 5 feet over and like 3 feet further away. So, like, he was from me to the corner of the room over there from his fucking power armor trying to work on it. And then he was still in that crouched animation with the blowtorch for me when he left the power armor station. So he's just gliding around on the floor. He's like, I can't leave first person or third person. I'm like, you're also crouching with a blowtorch. And he couldn't pick up his power armor. Nobody could use the power armor station. So we kept going through this, and finally we just established that the power armor, because he logged in and out of the game like 4 times, and every time he got into that suit, it would crash, like it would freeze.
The only
So-
fun thing I'm doing on Turkey Day is eating turkey, and I'm very much looking forward to it. And by the way, we'll only make this an ASMR stream whenever you use the right form of A or An. Again, with the grammar Nazi stuff.
Maybe I made a bad decision letting Tyler moderate the chat.
Mhm.
Of course.
Give a man too much power.
Well, I could jump on my Twitch account, which I'm actually a moderator, and I could fucking ban people. If you
No,
want.
don't do that. That would be a dick move. I would unmoderate you and then unban those people and make them moderators so they could ban you. Give the power to the people.
Yeah, that was that was great for that worked great for the French.
Yeah, they didn't have any revolutions or anything.
No, and you know it wasn't. Most everybody had lost their heads or anything like that.
Tyler's great. Keep him. We'll try.
I don't know. They don't pay me enough.
It's not Tyler that we're really trying to get rid of.
Oh, really?
What are you looking at me?
There's somebody that sits around this table that's a little learning. Oh, fuck. I still have that oatmeal granola bar. The second I saw you today, I was going to throw that motherfucker at you.
You still
And I
have the
forgot.
granola
I kept it just for that reason.
bar? Oh God.
Where's it at?
I'm not telling you.
Well, I'm hungry.
I don't
I'm
give
sure
a
you are.
shit.
I'm sure you are. That's
I'm
why
not-
we're about ready to go eat.
I'm not telling you where the oatmeal granola bar is.
Never. You'll never
I'll
know.
bring another one.
It's a
Maybe I'll
secret.
bring banana. Throw a banana at you.
A banana, a whole banana.
Yeah, whole banana.
Oh God.
I'll start bringing potatoes.
Then I'll bring watermelons
This is starting to escalate, guys. Next you're gonna bring pineapples and stuff.
and coconuts.
Coconuts.
Pineapples, coconuts.
Start putting the holes in these walls. So we're coming over. There's gonna be fruits embedded in the walls.
It's going to smell like a fruit cocktail in my bedroom for like an hour, and then it's going to start to smell bad. It's like, what's that smell? Oh, yeah. Well, the food war kind of escalated to large and painful fruits.
Do coconuts actually classify as nuts, or are they fruit?
I don't know. They're probably like one of those fucking paradox foods that's like a tomato,
Who knows?
where it's both.
Yeah.
like everybody's like tomatoes are fruits, but tomatoes are vegetables. Blah 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 blah. It's stupid annoying. That book is really handy.
Yeah, I had to look up the Flatwoods Monster.
I just got a big spoiler from Nick going through the pages.
How?
I saw the Mothman. I was wanting to wait until I saw him in the game.
By the way,
You
Black
haven't seen
Rose,
it? Oh, my.
we don't bully Nate.
No,
we
I
give him
haven't
what he
seen him yet.
deserves.
We don't bully Nate.
He actually looks different when you see him.
Does he?
We don't bully Nate at all.
Never.
What?
Never.
Shut
Nate,
up,
do we
Nate.
bully you? You better say the right answer.
Occasionally.
No, that's
the
not the
wrong
right
answer.
answer.
Wrong answer.
Yep. We'll
Think
have
about
to.
pineapple on pizza. It's good on certain kinds of pizza.
Pineapple on pizza's good.
It depends on the
With ham.
sauce.
Pineapple and ham,
You're
yeah.
gonna have
Pineapple
pineapple and
and
ham
ham, yeah.
together.
Hella good pizza there. You can have. I mean, yeah. It feels odd if you don't have the ham, but it's still edible.
Yeah.
Pineapple and ham
You
is
also have
like
to have the right kind of sauce.
is good.
Whatever that was in the Salem pizzeria, whatever we did.
Salem Pizzeria.
Was it in Salem? Or
We've never went to Salem. That's
we
really
not?
far away from us.
Yeah, from you guys.
We've been to the
like
Charlestown
an
Pizza
hour
Company,
drive.
and then we've been to Sports Time.
Charlestown. I think
Yeah, that's
what it
probably what
was.
you're thinking of.
Did we have pineapple on that pizza?
I don't. Oh, it's been a long time.
Honey
since
is
we
a
went
meat.
there.
What?
Interesting.
What?
I know honey doesn't spoil.
Honey is a meat?
No.
You know
Is
what
that what
that
they said?
means? You know
No,
what
it's
that
not.
means? Mead is technically meat wine.
You know what else that means? Vegetarians can't eat honey.
Well,
No.
What is
Don't-
honey?
It's a meat, apparently.
No, I mean, where is it? How's it made?
how's it made?
Bees.
Bees.
I know it's made by bees, but
They take gosh, I used to know this word for word, but they take the pollen and nectar from, or not the pollen, they just take the nectar from flowers and stuff like that, and they secrete it in such a way that preserves it.
they poop it out.
Pretty much, it's basically bee shit.
Nate's gonna be like, yeah, I don't want honey anymore.
Yeah, but because of that, it never spoils. Never spoils.
Next time you see somebody eating honey, you be like, "You enjoying that bee crap, sir?"
How do you like your bee shit?
Go to McDonald's, get some chicken nuggets, some fries and for my sauce, I get some bee shit.
It's like
Can
you
I
order
get
some.
mustard bee shit?
You ever eat chicken with honey?
No.
Oh, dude, you gotta try that sometime. It's really good. That's like one of those things that I do on rare occasion.
Controversial statement. I don't like ham or pineapple.
Well, my old job used to give me a ham every year, so I don't know if we can be friends anymore.
My dad's old job used to give him turkeys every year for Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Yeah,
He would get a free turkey.
for Christmas, or maybe it was Thanksgiving. Cutters gave us.
That's what started the
Hams.
turkey shoots with the outdoor club.
Yeah,
Bass
and
Pro
also,
used to donate a bunch of turkeys for the turkey shoot.
And also, me and my brother used to work at the same place, so we'd get 2 hams.
And then Bass Pro laid my dad off.
Oh boy.
I was talking to somebody at work about our school and how we had the outdoor club. They're like, they were really surprised.
Be like, so what? Like when you did the turkey shoots, did they like did you guys rent guns at the place? No, we brought our own. Gun? You brought?
You brought
to-
your own guns. Not only that, the school sponsored an event where you go and shoot turkeys.
Well, but that's not really a turkey shoot. You shoot a
Well, we went on a
target.
bird
And
hunt.
you went. We did go on a bird hunt.
But the school, yep.
Mm-hmm.
The school took us out to kill stuff.
We went bird hunting. We went trap shooting. We did
was
the
really
turkey
fun.
shoots. The canoe trips were always fun.
I regret
Very
not
cold.
doing the outdoor club so I could do the canoe trips. I love canoeing.
The outdoor club was a lot of fun. Very unique program.
It's probably a good thing our school doesn't publicize that stuff very much.
Hit or miss.
That's
Hit or
a-
miss what?
That's a good question.
Did we hit or miss the target? Ideally, you hit it.
Generally, I consider myself a good shot, but I never win on those things.
It's
so.
funny, though. The turkey shoot, the picture in the yearbook of the turkey shoot was that picture of me, Nate, Zach, and Colin that looks like the cover
Looks
of
like
a
an
boy
album
band.
cover. Looks like an album cover. And there's another one with me in it in the yearbook that looks like an album cover.
Yeah. It was like you, me, Tyler, and Nate, maybe?
Might have been Zach.
Might have been. Back when Zach was cool.
Yeah. back when Zach was cool.
But everybody here is starving, including myself, and we've run over the podcast time about 5 minutes. We never miss. Never. So,
Nobody likes TikTok, by the way. You can take your memes elsewhere.
yeah, I don't know what's happening right now.
TikTok is the TikTok meme with that one chick? Is that that's going on?
I guess.
But I am going to go ahead and play you all out with some more elevator music because it is that time. We have to go eat food so that we can play video games later.
Maybe.
We have to eat food so we don't die.
We need sustenance.
That's how it works.
So,
Make me.
yeah,
Damn it.
we will see you all next week, and some of us will see you all either later today or sometime this weekend. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you all next time.